Hey there, welcome back to another Pilates workout with me. I'm Andrea, and in this workout, we'll be focusing on strengthening your obliques, your shoulders, and your arms. If you're someone who wants to strengthen your upper body, it is essential that you focus on strengthening your obliques as well. This is because the obliques are a major part of your core system, and while they play an underlying support role in every activity you do, they are absolutely foundational for building upper body strength. Simply put, doing exercises that turn on the obliques before or while working your upper body is going to give you way better results every time. You don't need any props for this workout, just a healthy dose of motivation and concentration. It's time to silence your notifications so you can focus on you. If you're ready to go, then let's get moving. Woo! This workout starts on your back, so get down, make yourself comfortable. Bend your knees so your feet are flat on the floor and reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Send one arm back behind you and one arm forward to the floor, and then switch. Scissoring the arms back and forth, nice and simple here. Now begin to tip your knees towards the direction of the arm going back in space. And switch, and switch. So as your left arm goes back, your knees tip left, and as your right arm goes back behind you, your knees go right. Lastly, turn your head away from your knees. So turn your head away from your knees. In this exercise, you might already be thinking it, we are starting to warm up the obliques. Anytime you do a rotational motion through your torso, your obliques are working. So keep going side to side. Do this in a way that feels really good. It might feel kind of stretchy for some of us. Can you feel the back of your ribs roll across the floor as you go from side to side? See if you can connect into this sensation of your ribs at the back touching the floor or really rolling across the floor. So it's really what I'm talking about is your mid-back. And I'm going to refer to that area as your back ribs throughout this workout. Keep going here. See if you can feel your ribs making contact with the floor as you roll from one side to the other. Go for 4 and 3 and 2 and pause. Knees up, arms up. Both arms go back, big circle around and up. Arms go back, big circle around and up. Arms back, circle around and up. Back circle. 4, 3, and 2. Good. And 1 here. Pause with your arms at a T. Flip your palms to face down. Bring one leg up into tabletop and then the next. Glue your knees and ankles together and dangle your feet. Send your knees a little bit forward so they're approximately over your pelvis. If this is too much work for your low back, bring them in a little. Begin to roll side to side across the back of your pelvis. That's right, your obliques are doing this as well. Can you try and power the motion from your center? So don't let the knees lead the way, but instead focus on your abdominals. Your obliques are part of your abdominals. Focus on them doing the work to bring the legs from one side over to the other. Now bring your attention to those back ribs, so your mid-back, and see if you can again feel it just slightly rolling across the floor. You want to keep it in contact with the floor. If you feel your mid-back arching away, decrease your motion And see if you can create a bit of a heaviness feeling back there. We'll go for 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, back to center, feet down. Keep your arms where they are. You're going to bend at the elbows, point the fingertips to reach up towards the ceiling. Send the back of your hands back towards the floor, and then press your palms forward. You're going to send your hands back towards the floor, and then press your palms forward. Good. I don't expect you to have a full range of motion, meaning I don't expect your hands to touch the floor in either direction. They may touch the floor when you're going back. I don't want them to touch the floor going forward. Instead, focus on keeping both shoulders, specifically both shoulder blades, heavy on the floor. It's normal to feel some movement back there. There's a little bit of movement happening, but keep the shoulder blades heavy. See if you can guess what muscles this exercise is targeting. If you're thinking the rotator cuff, you're right. The rotator cuff works to rotate our arms. It also works to stabilize the arm and the shoulder. And this is another one of those group of muscles that when we get it working well, we unlock a world of strength in our upper body. When rotator cuff isn't working so well, it can really diminish your arm strength and your shoulder strength. So let's do a few more here. Good. And last one. Okay. Reach your arms back up towards the ceiling. You're going to bring one leg up and then the next, palms together this time. Okay. Keep your arms straight up and begin to again tip side to side across the lower body. So you're rolling across the back of your pelvis. You can dangle your knees if you like, or like me, I'm going to keep them in tabletop here. Knees are approximately over the hips. They can come in a little if that's better for the low back. Good. Try to keep your upper body still like a statue as the lower body rocks from side to side. So this is obliques. Here we are with the rotational motion again. Little change. We're going to start to rock the upper body in the other direction. The key here is control. I don't care how far you rotate in either direction. You stay in control and you're going to work your obliques more efficiently. Good. Let's tune in a little deeper. Think about rolling onto one side of the pelvis, or one half of the pelvis, and the opposite side shoulder blade. So one side of the pelvis and the opposite shoulder blade on the other side of the body. Does anyone feel like this deepens the sensation of work in the torso? So what you're feeling is your obliques working. Go 4, 3, 2. Okay, little change here. We're going to go the same direction. So you're going to rock your knees and your arms in the same direction. Good. Kind of like a boat swaying in the waves. Good. Now, your obliques are actually working here as well. They're working to stop you from rotating. So if you can roll really as one piece here, the obliques start to work as stabilizers. We've also got other stabilizers working in our body here. Good. Go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come back to center, feet down, arms by your sides. Push up into bridge, give the hips a lengthen in the front, and then lower the bum down. Press down through your feet, lift your hips, and lower back down. Press down through your feet, lift your hips, and lower down. One more time, lift your hips and hold. From here, press the back of both shoulders against the floor firmly. I want you to lift your ribs up towards the ceiling and then keep pressing into the shoulders, lower the ribs back towards the floor. So you're still in bridge, but the ribs actually arc away and press through your shoulders. And then let your ribs come back against the floor. So you're about, it's like the upper half of your rib cage comes back to the floor. I should maybe say the upper third of your rib cage. Good. So here we're in an extended position. And when we come back down with our upper third of ribs on the floor, that's called neutral. So you're going to go up and then back to neutral. You're going to extend up and back to neutral. One more time. You're going to extend up, come back to neutral, and now we're going to stay in bridge holding this neutral position. Okay, I know you're feeling your glutes a bit, so check the ribs again and reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Keeping neutral in the ribs, send one arm back, one arm forward, and switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Can we add a tiny head turn? So turn away from the arm going back and switch for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Good. Now I want you to roll onto the right side of your body. So the right side is against the ground and the left side is pointing up. Lengthen both legs out long. You're going to bring your top hand forward so the arm is straight and the hand presses against the floor. Your head is resting on your bottom arm and your body should be lined up in a straight line. From here, press your belly button in towards your spine, so hug it inwards a little, and then hover both legs. Lower down. Hug the belly in a little. Hover both legs and lower down. Hug the belly, legs up and lower down. Good. So keep going here. Try exhaling as you lift, inhaling to lower. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Good. So this exercise is again obliques, among other muscles, but obliques are the ones we're targeting. And it's the top side of the waist that's working. You'll start to feel it there for sure if you haven't already. So up and down and up and down. Twice more. Up and down, up and hold. Here we go. Little scissor kicks here. Kick, 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 kick. Kick, 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 kick. Keep going. We're going to switch from the pressing hand to a lifted hand. Keep going. The arm can always come down if you don't like this. Kick, 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 kick. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and rest right down. Bend your knees, prop yourself up onto your forearm. I want you to grow really tall on that arm, elbows just about under the shoulder. Push through your knees and lift your hips to side bridge and lower down. Push through your knees and lift your hips to side bridge. Good. If you are trying to build upper body strength and you ask me like, what is the best exercise? This is it. Do side bridge. Good. And down. And the reason why it is so great for upper body strength is because it works the obliques, it works the shoulder, creates shoulder stability, and it also encourages shoulder mobility with resistance because you are using your body here as resistance for your shoulder, which means you're putting a load on it, you're putting weight on it. Okay, go for 3, and 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come on up to hands and knees. We'll go to the other side in a second. Let's do a little test here. You're going to round the spine up towards the ceiling and arc. Again, round the spine and arc. Round again, and you just see for yourself if you feel a little different down the 2 sides of your body. It's really normal if you do, because we've worked them differently so far. Do a few more, and then come down. Find a flat back and tuck your toes. Take a breath. Hover your knees and lower. Exhale, hover your knees and lower. So keep going here. And again, let's see if we've made a change. What I'm guessing you're feeling is that the right hand is pushing down more firmly into the floor. Your muscles are working better as a system through the right arm, shoulder, and down into your torso. Go for 2 and rest. Okay, let's even out. Go ahead, lie down on the other side. So lie down. You're going to lengthen your legs out long. Take your top arm and place it forward, and your bottom arm is going to cradle the head. Your body should be in a straight line. Take a breath here, and as you exhale, hug your belly in a little and lift your legs. Lower down. Hug your belly in a little and lift your legs. Lower down. Exhale to lift and inhale to lower. Exhale to lift and inhale to lower. So as a reminder, it's the top side obliques that are working here. See if you can feel that. I didn't say this on the other side, but can you try and keep your head really relaxed on your arm? See if you can keep head feeling really heavy, and talk to those neck muscles. Turn them off a bit. Good. So exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. For 3 and 2 and 1, and hold here. Scissor kicks. Kick, 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 kick. Good. Keep going here. And if you want to take it up a notch, you're going to reach that top arm up towards the ceiling. Good. Tuck to your head again. See if you can keep it heavy and relaxed. Kick, 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 kick for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, coming up onto forearm here. Bend both knees. Grow really tall through your support arm. Press into both knees. Lift your hips up and lower down. Exhale, lift your hips up and lower down. Exhale to lift. Good. And lower. Exhale to lift. So we've got obliques on the bottom side working. We've got all the shoulder stabilizers working here. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 more time here. Good. Okay, come all the way down. Come back onto hands and knees. Let's do our test. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Round your spine up towards the ceiling, and then arc the other way. Round again and arc. And what I'm hoping for is the feeling of a bit more evenness from side to side. Do 1 more, then find a flat back. Curl your toes under, take a breath. Exhale, hug your belly up and in a little, and hover your knees. And down. Exhale as you lift and hover. Inhale down. Now let's compare. Do you feel like you're pressing down more evenly, or your weight is more evenly spread between right and left side? Do one more here. Wonderful. Okay, and then come all the way down. From here, cross at the ankles. You can roll back and sit on your bum. Bring your legs out in front of you. Okay, send your hands back behind you. Point your fingertips towards your feet. And actually, let's lengthen our legs out long so it's a little more comfortable. From here, we're gonna bend the elbows back behind us and then straighten the arms. Bend the elbows back and straighten. Bend back and straighten and back and straighten. So in this position, really anytime you're on your hands, I want you to put the focus on connecting into the floor through the thumb side of the hand more than the pinky finger side of the hand. So if you can think specifically about thumb, index finger, and middle finger as those three putting most of your weight, let's say 80% of your weight, and then the rest of the hand is still sitting heavily against the floor. Good. Do a few more here. We'll go 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, drop down onto your forearms. Bend your knees. Grow really tall out of your elbows. Pull your belly in, bring one leg up and then the next. Glue your knees and ankles together. Roll onto one side of your pelvis and center and to the other. Now the key in this exercise is staying really heavy on your bum and not dumping too much weight into your elbows. As your core strength improves, this gets easier. This concept gets easier to do. But think about almost like your bum, almost like falling through the floor. It's so heavy. Good. And I want you to keep evenly weighted in your elbows. Okay, little change here. So we're gonna roll to one side, legs go straight, bend, roll straight, bend, roll straight, bend, roll straight. So you can stay here, bend, roll straight, or you can keep them straight. As you tick-tock, side to side for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, feet down, find your way to the floor, and yes, that exercise works your obliques and your shoulders as well. Flip onto your front now. So you're gonna lie down with your forehead flat on the floor, and you can have your arms, elbows bent, and hands just somewhere beside your cheekbones here. Okay, we're gonna do one tiny little preparatory exercise, and then we're gonna go and do a bunch of shoulder work. So I want you to hug your belly in, hover your head. Without pressing into your arms, reach your breastbone forward and look forward, and then lower back down to the floor. So 3 steps. Belly in first, then hover just the head, then begin to arc up and look forward, lower down. So we've got belly in, hover head, and then arc to look forward and down. Let's add the breath. So let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, belly in, hover head. Inhale as you arc up and down. Exhale, belly in, hover head. Inhale, arc and down. Exhale, belly in, hover head. Inhale, arc and down. Exhale, belly in, hover head and arc and lower back down. So your forehead's gonna stay on the floor. If you don't feel like you have enough space for your nose, which is a really common feeling, you can get a little towel and roll it up and place it underneath your forehead, or even like a clean pair of socks, just to give yourself a little more breathing room. What's really important when you're doing these mat exercises is that you're comfortable. Comfort is key. Okay, so if you're all set up, bring your arms out to a flagman position or like a cactus position. So arms are at 90-degree angles. Can you pull the very front of your shoulders up and away from the mat? So like the very front part of your shoulders, roll them up and back. From here, keep the fronts of the shoulders where they are and hover the arms. Then lower them back down. So you're going to roll fronts of shoulders away from the floor, hover the arms, and roll back down. We're going to roll fronts of shoulders, hover, and down. Let's try lifting on the inhale. So inhale, roll and hover, and exhale down. Inhale, roll and hover, and exhale down. Inhale, roll and hover, and exhale down. Inhale, roll and hover, and down. Twice more, roll and hover, and down, and roll and hover, and rest. Sweep your arms back behind you, palms now face upward. Similar, roll the shoulders away from the floor, fronts of shoulders away, and hover the arms. Lower down. Check the shoulders, roll them, and then hover the arms and down. Again, roll the shoulders, hover the arms, hold here. We're going to keep the shoulders rolled back as you just lower the hands, lift. Lower the hands, lift. Lower the hands. Check the fronts of the shoulders again. They have a tendency to creep forward, which creates like a rounding look or a rounding sensation. I know it's hard to keep them back. Keep resetting. Go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Rest right down. Let the shoulders relax. Again, now roll the shoulders back, hover the arms and hold. You're going to make fists, but stick your thumbs out like you're hitchhiking and pulse your thumbs towards each other. Pulse just behind your bum, just a bit above your bum. Check the fronts of the shoulders. Think of opening up your chest as the shoulders roll back. Pulse, pulse. In, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay. Roll the shoulders, hover the arms and hold. Send the arms wide to the side. Flip the palms down when you get halfway, and then reach your arms right up overhead. And then sweep them back. Flip the palms up halfway, and then come down by your sides. Inhale as the arms come out to the sides and up, and exhale all the way back. So when the arms are forward, the palms are down. And when the arms are back, the palms are up. Inhale, arms up. And exhale down. Inhale, arms up. And exhale down. Inhale, arms up. And exhale down. 1 to go, arms up and down. Beautiful. We are almost done here. Okay, let's push yourself up onto hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. From here, again, anchor down through the thumb sides of your hands. Bend your elbows wide to the side. Bring your forehead towards the floor like you're bowing, like a push-up, but keep your bum over your knees. Push into thumb sides of hands and come up. So this is like a push-up, but you keep your pelvis or your bum over your knees. So you go down, push up, and down, push up. So for some of you, this is going to be really easy. Focus on the feel factor. Can you push from your pec muscles? Can you do this in a way that makes you feel your pec muscles working? I know it is not that hard. I mean, I know the exercise itself is not that hard, so we're trying to get this mind-body connection or mind-to-muscle connection. Feel the motion, feel the work coming from the pecs. Go for 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, now step the hands forward, bring the pelvis forward. Now, if this exercise doesn't work for you, you're just going to go back to the previous one and work on building that pec strength. Otherwise, we're coming to a push-up going right down. Find the pecs, push up. Elbows go wide, go right down. Find the pecs, push up. Keep the weight in the thumb side of your hand. Go down, push up. Go down, push up. Try exhaling down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Can we get 3 more? Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. 1 to go. Down and up. And then come all the way off the hands. Bring your arms forward. Flip palms up and down. Flip your palms up and then turn the entire arm the other way. Up, other way. Up, other way. Now we've got many joints that run up and down the arms. So you're going to think of the motion happening at the shoulder and the elbow. What tends to happen is we'll overemphasize the elbow in this exercise, and we won't get a lot of movement from the shoulder. So you're going to try to get the whole shoulder moving. You'll know if your shoulder is moving if you can get your biceps to turn up and then turn down. Turn them up and down. Turn them up and down. Up and down and up and down. Now just the hands, flick, 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 flick. Make it fast. Flick, 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 flick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, sit on the right side of your bum. You're going to take your right hand and reach it away from you. Take your top foot forward, right foot forward, your left foot's a little bit back. Press the feet into the floor and you're going to lift up to a side, what we call a side lift here. Check the hand. Can you get the thumb side of the hand pressing down? And lower down. Again, press the thumb side of the hand. Come on up and lower down. Again, press the thumb side of the hand. Come on up and lower down. Beautiful. Flip on to the other side. So on your left hip, left hand is down, right foot is a little forward than the left. You're going to push into your feet a lot. Thumb side of hand, come up to the side lift and all the way down. Come up to the side lift and all the way down. Come up to the side lift and down. One more time, up and down. Very nice. Back to that first side. Okay, reach the right hand away. Top foot is forward of the bottom. We're going to go straight up and just go up for 1. So up and hold here. Press down through the thumb side of the hand. From here, pike your hips up towards the ceiling and reach your top hand back towards your back foot. And then come back to the side lift. Can we do that 2 or 3 more times? Really push away from the floor with the hand. And back. Again, push up and back. Return and lower down towards the floor. Flip to the other side. So you've got your left hand on the floor reaching away. Top foot is forward of the bottom. Go right up into that side lift and hold. Thumb side of hand pushes or connects into the floor. Pike the hips up and back. Reach for that back foot. Check the hand. Push the thumb side. Come back. Again, pike the hips, reach for that back foot. Come back one more time, pike the hips, reach for the back foot, and come all the way down. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna come sit on our bum. From here, reach your arms forward. Curl your tail. Start to roll back, go slowly here. Now, I know you know this is your abdominals working. Pause. Pause here halfway. But did you also know that your obliques are working? Yes, anytime we do any kind of ab exercise in this shape, obliques are also working. Okay, go ahead and roll all the way down. Roll onto the right side again and prop yourself up onto your forearm. Okay, from here, we're gonna do our side bridge again. It'll probably feel easy now. Come down, and then I want you to roll onto your bum and lift your legs. So we're gonna roll forward, lift, down, roll back, kick, down, forward, lift, down, back, kick. Good. Forward, lift, down, roll, kick. Twice more. Forward, lift, down, back, kick. Last time. Lift, and you kick. You can bring the legs down. Come all the way up. Roll halfway back and hold. Take a big breath here. And then roll all the way onto your back. Okay, roll to your other side. So prop yourself up onto your forearm. It's going to be the left side if you did the right on the other side. So again, we're going to push into our limbs. Do your side bridge. Down, roll back, kick the legs. Roll forward, side bridge, roll back, kick the legs. Roll forward, side bridge, roll back, kick the legs. Forward, side bridge, back, kick the legs, forward, side bridge, back, one more time, forward, side bridge, back, and kick the legs. Beautiful. Okay. Roll over or come over onto hands and knees. So for this exercise, I'm going to give you the option of either being on your hands or on your forearms, whatever you prefer. I typically like being up on my hands. You're going to press into your right hand or forearm and step the right leg back. Press into your left hand or forearm and step the left leg back. Okay, from here, widen your feet. So widen your feet. I want you to shift the weight into your right hand, touch your left shoulder, down. Shift into your left hand, touch your left shoulder, down, shift, touch, down, shift, touch, down, shift, touch, down, and shift, touch, and down. Bring your knees down, walk them in, send your bum back, fold forward over your body into a child's pose position. If it feels good, sweep your arms back behind you with your palms facing up. Turn your head in one direction and then turn your head in the other. Take a big full inhale breath here. And as you exhale, drag your arms forward, roll up your spine to kneel. Inhale, send your arms out to the sides, bring them all the way up. Circle the wrists at the top. Look up towards the ceiling, and then slowly send your arms back down towards the floor, continuing to circle at the wrists. Fingertips come down and rest. Turn your head to one side, center, other side, center. Look up towards the ceiling. Look past your eyebrows with your eyeballs. And then return forward. Hands on knees, one last inhalation here. And big exhale. Wow, way to go. You made it to the end. You should feel really proud of yourself for investing in you and your well-being today. If you like this workout, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I will see you at your next Pilates sesh.